Good morning, folks. So we're back on the F250 today. As I'm sure you saw, I had to do a pretty involved front end service on the truck in one of the last episodes that basically involved rebuilding everything. With that, I was doing a couple other items and noticed that the air filter was disgusting. I banged it out and there was like half an inch of dirt that came out of this thing. So long story short, it was time for a replacement. And with that, you know, they do a few kind of like upgraded air filters, right? So I decided now's the time to do the upgrade. You know, some people swear by just sticking OEM, and I'm sure there's nothing wrong with that. But I have used this setup on another 7.3 in the past, and honestly, it worked just fine. So this is what I got. So this is the 6637 filter. You know, see this thing is huge, and I got this kit from RIFF RAFF Diesel. I think it was 90 bucks. I know you can build these yourself, and they can be a little more cost effective, but you know, time has been of the essence for me lately, and I like the fact that it came with the sock filter, has a little inlet coupler and everything that I need, so it should mean that this is a pretty easy install. So with that, let's get started and get the old intake off, and then we'll start the install on this thing. The lighting is not that great. We kind of got sun bleeding over here, but I think we got to get this undone. So we will just unscrew this. It's pretty straightforward. And we will undo this clip. I got one back here. I think on my setup, that's about it. So let's see if we can wrestle this thing off. I think we're about free. A little bit more. There we go. And there goes the lid. And this is the culprit. So, yeah. I mean, if you look down in here, this is disgusting. Who knows when this thing was last changed, but if I was going to spend, you know, 20 bucks or something on a new filter, figure why not switch it out. Yeah, you can barely read the text on this thing anymore. Yeah, and look at maybe you can see the dust coming out of this thing. I certainly can. Yeah, look at all that. And that's after I've banged it out before. So needless to say, it's time for an upgrade. So next up, disconnected the batteries because it looks like probably gonna have to pull out the whole airbox assembly. So this is where we're at. Here we go. So I just disconnected the battery. I did it on both sides, obviously. And this comes off. Now we're down here with the battery that's got to come out. And I think these are 8 mils, and there's a couple 10 mils we got to remove. So let me grab some wrenches, and we'll be right back. So I'd also like to take a moment to thank everyone that helped push us over the 1,000 subscribers. Kind of like Josh mentioned, can't believe that there's actually 1,000 people that are part of our channel and seeing what we're up to every week, and you know, really trying to help us grow this thing. Really, you know, keeps us motivated to make more content and you know, engage with everyone, because you know, we love everything automotive, and it's great that we can share this with you all. So yeah, thanks everyone for your support, and we're dedicated to keeping more content coming out. If you like what you see, let us know in the comments, and you know, if there's things you want to see and we're not doing it, let us know, because we'd love to put that out there too. All right, so here's the air box. So I scrubbed it all down, and I kind of wiped it just with some kind of plastic detailer on the outside. You know, honestly, I'm not a big fan of shiny plastics, but this stuff kind of dulls down once it dries anyway. But the main thing was just to get as much of the dirt out of at least the airbox area. Still a little grubby in the battery tray, but you know, I'll deal with it for now. So I'm gonna go drop this back in the truck and let's see if we can mock this up and make sure everything fits. We got Chili out here helping me, and he's being a ham. Of course, he stops as soon as I start filming, but maybe he'll do it again. Oh, hey buddy. Are you enjoying the sun? Yeah. He likes to make sure I'm doing a good job. So we're on to assembly step. Basically, seems pretty straightforward. Take this coupler and it's gonna basically slide down in here. Probably want to mash it down in here pretty good. Yeah, mock it up in the truck, make sure. We got this actually pretty nice coupler that we will just drop over here. Seems to seat pretty well. Again, I'll kind of tighten all this up once we know it fits. I'm gonna have to put the camera down to kind of put the sock on. So I'm gonna do that now. And you'll join me back at the truck to see how everything fits. Okay, so mock-up complete. Here's what we got. I'm not a big fan of branding stuff, so I just have like the logo pointing down on the screen. A very friendly squirrel here. Oh, he just went up on the roof. That's crazy. Anyway, so here it is. It's in there pretty nicely. Just goes right into the stock inlet. It's in there, you know, kind of firm, so it shouldn't like crash around or anything. So I just need to get this guy tightened up, snug this up a little more, and then yeah, let's get the battery back in here and see how it goes. So here we are, battery's back in. Sorry, the lighting's a little weird here as the sun's coming over, but we've got the filter in, and then yep, the battery back in where it's supposed to go. It's in there pretty snug, so I mean, I think, you know, we'll see how it functions. It seems to want to sit up like that, which doesn't seem like it's going to be a problem. But I'm gonna get these battery cables hooked up, and it's actually a nice cold day today, and I'm about to go out to lunch and actually meet up with Josh. So, you know, we'll take this for a test drive, and then when I get back, I'll give you guys my input on what I think about it. So yeah, I'll check back once I get back from lunch and give you my thoughts on the filter, but so far so good. So we're back from the test drive. All in all, what can I say? It works. You know, no weird noises or anything, but at least I know I have a good, clean air filter. I'll be interested to see if it does anything for fuel consumption or anything like that over the next kind of tank of gas. My suspicion is it's going to be negligible, but you know, I sort of have a game plan for the truck, which is basically just kind of improve its breathing and exhaust, and just kind of, you know, go through everything and get everything kind of fully serviced and, you know, good for the next 100,000 miles. And this was one of those steps. So, you know, what I'll say is if you've ever considered purchasing one of these, you know, under $100, super easy to install, maybe half an hour, you know, and hopefully some long-term positive gains as well. Definitely a lot more filtration when it comes to surface area, so that's a positive. You know, I'll look to in the future do some more long-term updates on some of the things I've done to see how things have held up. Obviously, a lot of this is fresh right now, so, you know, I'll check back in a few months or something, let everyone know kind of what I've experienced with these parts, and, you know, share my feedback. But, you know, let me know your thoughts on this. Again, this is RIFF RAFF Diesels. I think it's the 6637 intake mod. You know, some people just get the Donaldson 6637 filter and slap it on there. You know, like I said, I elected to get the kit from RIFF RAFF just to really, you know, make things a little easier on me as far as all the parts show up at once, and, you know, I could knock this out in an afternoon. So with that, that's kind of where we're going to wrap this video up for this week. What I'll say though is, and I know I touched on this once before, really appreciate everyone's support. And if this is your first time visiting the channel, consider subscribing. We post a lot here on the 7.3 Super Duties. We have a bunch of Jag content, and we have a lot of other car content that's kind of in the pipeline. We're hoping rolling into the new year that we can basically start getting more videos out and start speeding up some of the projects that have been kind of taking over for the last 6 to 9 months. So if you like this kind of stuff, yeah, like I said, please subscribe. It really helps us out and lets us know that we're doing the right thing. And also consider leaving us a comment. Let us know your thoughts and feedback. We try our best to basically reply to all of them. And if there's something you're looking for, we'll try and work that in our future videos as well. So yeah, until next week, we'll catch you later.